Yeah. So, what do you want to chat about this time?
A lot of people know about what's that, Albert Osterman?
Oh, yeah.
Osterman?
Albert Osterman or whatever?
Osterman. That's an interesting story. You know, we reported on that was John Green.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and then we both met John, and he's a I'd say he's a very nice guy.
Yeah, he was a good old guy.
Good guy. Invited people into his home.
Yeah.
Remember sitting on his couch and he's showing all the tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
But he was a very friendly guy.
Yeah, he was. He was a quiet guy.
Yeah. Big man though. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
I think 6 foot something. I don't know, 6
Yeah,
foot
he's
4.
6'4", yeah, he was tall.
Big guy.
Yeah.
But he was the one. He reported on Albert Osterman, and that's quite the story. And I like it because it kind of. We can go over it real quick too.
That was in 1924, I think.
Yeah.
Butte Inlet or somewhere up there, but it wasn't quite where they say it was.
Yeah.
He was more in the, I won't say where.
No, but I mean up north of Vancouver. Let's say.
Yeah, Vancouver Island.
Yeah, and what happened was, I mean, he was prospecting for gold, and so he was camped out, and he was the outdoors kind of guy, and camped out overnight, and he was in his pack sack or whatever, or his night, what do you call it? His
sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Sleeping bag, and the good thing was he put a gun in with him.
Yeah, it was smart. Yeah.
And then he put some food or whatever, packed that in cans of food.
Yeah,
and
snuff and stuff.
Snuff.
Yeah, he must have been thinking that something might happen, Cause
I don't
why
know.
would you do that?
It's just weird. I don't know why he put that stuff in there.
Oh, I guess because the night before, the
Okay.
Sasquatch was coming around. He didn't know it was a Sasquatch at that time, but it was messing with his camp, remember?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
okay.
and it was doing stuff. And
I haven't read the story in a long time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember now. And I think that's why he was getting ready for something to come around. He thought it was some man or something. He wasn't sure. He didn't think about a Sasquatch at the time, I don't think. He was definitely prepared.
Yeah.
He had his gun.
So that's probably why he packed stuff away.
Maybe, yeah.
In his sleeping bag.
Yeah. So if somebody came along, he could pull his gun out, I guess. I don't know.
But anyways, he got something did come along.
Yeah.
Something
Picked him up.
Picked him up like a Santa Claus. Put him over,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
over his back.
Mm-hmm.
And but he was because he was so tight in there, he couldn't do much. I mean, his hands
he was going numb and everything.
Yeah. So, but he says he could hear breathing and going up and down, and they went up over some valleys, up and over some.
I think for a long ways.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour or two, a couple hours. I think.
And that thing can really book it. I mean, they can cover some ground.
Oh yeah.
And they came to. He brought them to where they had their encampment or whatever you call it, what you may, or we'll call it a domicile. No. No.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
No, we won't. Yeah.
No, we won't. It's a camp. It's where they were living, and
one of their areas. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was, I guess, in between like a narrow entrance to it.
Yeah, or narrow canyon or something.
Yeah. So it was still dark, but when it started getting light, he could start making out actually dumped him down, threw him on the ground, and he got out and, checked what he had, got his gun there, but he was trying to get his bearings.
That's right, yeah.
And
he saw how big they were.
Yeah, and then he started looking and saw who, he could see the father, the big guy that carried him there, the mother, and I guess there was a female and a brother, two kids.
Two kids, yeah.
Yeah. And it's interesting what he called them. He called them, and even back then they were calling them Sasquatch, like from what the First Nations, were calling them, were Sasquatch. They're calling them people. Okay?
Yeah, people.
A people group. I mean, there's talk of trading with them and whatnot, and interaction.
Oh yeah.
But he referred to them as people. Okay.
Yeah,
Like the
not apes.
Yeah,
you know.
not
If
apes.
they look like an ape, he would have said an ape, you know.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, and he was scared to shoot the big one because he figured a bullet might not stop it. That's how big it was.
Yeah.
He said it was 8 feet.
Yeah, it was a big
And the
kind
mother
of
was
guy,
like
yeah.
7 feet.
Yeah.
And the 2 kids were probably about 5 feet. Who knows?
Or probably a bit
5,
bigger,
6
5,
feet
6 feet.
maybe,
You know,
yeah.
they're growing. They grow pretty fast, and then.
I mean, it's a pretty
the
amazing
mother-
story for 1924.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about moss, remember? Like
Yeah.
a little bedding, like moss and
Yeah.
weaving and.
Yeah, you know what I like? Yeah, one thing that stood out. I remember they talked about, and we see this on trees, where you see the cedars stripped.
Yeah,
you know,
oh yeah.
about an inch wide, all the way up, like 20-foot long sheets of it, and that's what they had. They had blankets like with moss on the inside and cedar on the outside, woven,
Yeah, isn't that neat?
and that looked like good mattresses and blankets, and
Yeah.
and so bottom line, they had some comforts, somewhat, comforts,
Yeah,
blankets woven. And cedar's almost waterproof. I saw this one movie actually, where the West Coast, First Nations folk, they had cedar, on the outside. Like it was like.
Oh
they-
yeah.
Have you seen that
Haidagwai
before?
and No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
But,
but I saw it, and it was really good because
Yeah.
so it would look like a cedar coat almost.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I mean, I could see that would be almost waterproof too. Right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, and
You know-
just like the weaved hats, they're
Yeah.
pretty waterproof for
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah, no, that. So, but we see a lot of the.
Absorbs it.
You probably got lots of pictures where you've seen the cedar, stripped off of
Oh, yeah. Oh,
places
yeah.
where the tree is bare
Yeah.
from being stripped off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've
And,
got quite a few of those.
But there's nothing left at the bottom, so obviously somebody's taking it
Yeah.
and doing something with it. But
You got to be really strong to pull that off if you haven't got an axe.
yeah, so I can remember that the kids. Okay, this is what story that you told me that when you were watching that family of Sasquatch, how the young ones were playing leapfrog. But leapfrog,
yeah.
you told me. I mean, but it was sideways, eh? Or you told me.
Yeah, it looked like the girl was jumping over the boy sideways. Yeah, not like we're kids, we jump forward.
Yeah, that's normally.
Yeah, they were going sideways,
Yeah,
like jumping that way.
So that's one thing Osterman said that the kids were doing.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember when we first met, you never heard of Osterman
No, not back
Albert.
then. Yeah.
And then you're telling me that these Squatch these kids are jumping over each other sideways. I'm thinking, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
That,
Those are great times.
Oh yeah. And
There's
so-
actually 5 and sometimes 7 in that family.
yeah, well, you
Remember that picture I took, which shows that one with his legs
that
up and
picture is excellent because it's like.
shows them all.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, there's legs and arms and
Heads.
sticking out, heads
Yeah,
sticking out,
yeah.
and I know it's from, and you got a before picture or after picture or whatever when
Yeah, yeah.
here's the scene with
Yeah,
them gone,
that's right, yeah.
and here's but I mean you should show that picture
Yeah, just
of the
put
family
it back
group.
on, yeah.
But one thing that Osterman was talking about is their family. He called them the Sasquatch people. We'll have to make that story short.
Yeah, it's tough. I know it's
But
tough.
I mean, he noticed that the guy was curious about the stuff they had. It's like he was mixing up his cans and munching on his food or whatever
yeah,
that he had, and he had some snuff, and he made it.
it's getting low in battery.
He made it look like he was really having a good time with the snuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
And
yeah.
the old guy noticed, because the kids were gathering around and he was giving them little bits of
Yeah,
munchies
that's
and
right.
whatnot, food. But the old guy wanted to see what the snuff tasted like. And
I think he dumped the whole thing in his mouth,
yeah.
and that's what started him choking.
Yeah.
And that's how he
And
escaped,
that's,
right?
yeah, and that choked him off, and that's
Yeah.
how he got out of there.
Yeah.
And he didn't, he shot up in the air, though.
Oh, yeah.
He saw his
just to scare him,
time of
yeah.
getting out of there. But that's making the story shorter. But I mean, that's how he got out of there. I mean,
Yeah.
the old guy got interested in the snuff. He
Mhm.
started choking, and needed
Yeah.
some water. Went to
Yeah.
the creek that was on the
And he had a
campsite.
little way to get out of there too. It was only a little entrance or something to get out, and he
Yeah.
just made it.
And then he ran.
He was there for a week,
Yeah,
I think, or
yeah,
5 days. I can't
yeah.
remember, something
So
like
he
that.
got
That's enough time.
observe, the family
Yeah.
that they have, and the main thing is that we're talking about Sasquatch people, okay, people of the forest,
Yeah.
So it's not
Wild man and woman.
okay.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, the big controversy is, in the so-called whacked out Squatch world, is that between the ape folk.
Yeah.
There's one group that says,
Gigantopithecus and
yeah,
ape and
that
theory.
they're apes, and the other are, I don't know, ours, we agree that they are people.
Mhm.
They have the Sasquatch Genome Project proves that,
Yeah.
that the mother is human, and actually the human, but from Iraq.
Yeah. I think
Iran,
traces
Iran,
way
the
back
Middle
there.
East.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where the gene. That's an interesting thing. I
Yeah.
would have thought that they would have been, First Nations.
Yeah, and here in BC,
somewhere.
yeah.
Or something along that. But from Iran or Iraq,
Mhm. I think
or
that's the
Persian
original,
kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Eh? So the female, I found that interesting.
Yeah.
That's where the female genome comes from, and the male, well, that's the unknown part, and that's what's up for, debate.
Yeah.
Whether it's Nephilim or you name it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
know.
definitely not from here. The male side.
Yeah.
The male side is unknown. I mean,
Something is unknown. Yeah.
the female side comes back
that's-
human. So
yeah.
or mitochondrial, whatever they call it.
Yeah. So
Yeah. That's,
that's the main thing is that they're not apes. So the guys, if you put them into classify them as apes, well then you think you could kill them. Okay?
Yeah, that's right.
And that's wrong. That's wrong. You do not. These are people that deserve protection, and
yeah.
thou shalt not kill.
Yeah.
No. Unless you're defending, you've got to defend yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah. I mean, sometimes
crazy
they
ones
turn
out
into
there.
yeah. We've had some pretty scary encounters at times.
Yeah, but I mean,
But nothing where no, we could have been.
it could
toast.
have been,
Yeah,
it
we
could have been toast, but I mean, they chose not to.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
said no.
Yeah.
We don't look like we're gonna, harm or anything. We might as well.
Yeah. I think this battery's
Yeah.
dying. Okay.
Yeah,
Looks
so
like it's ready here.
we were meeting at the right at the horse corral. Remember?
Yeah.
We had a time where we were going to go into the do some research, but you met a guy at the horse corral parking lot, and he came out at you, and
Yeah. Just
yeah,
before
will you tell the story? Because
it's
that was
That's right. That was a good one. That's before you showed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just me and him. I was the only one in the parking lot. And he says he was. Well, what happened was I started walking up the trail, just to go a little ways. Right. That's what I was going to do. I was going to go for a little hike that day. And all of a sudden, this guy comes at me on the trail, waving his arms and going, "Hey, sir, you can't go up here." I'm like, "What the heck? What's going on? What the hell's going on? I thought this guy going to attack me or something. Just the way he was coming at me so quick." He wouldn't let me go left or right. He's going, whoa, you can't go up here. I go, what? He goes, yeah, I just saw a huge Sasquatch. I go, oh, really? He goes, yeah, just down there, and we're heading down that other trail. And he's all freaking out, and he's shaky and everything. And I said, well, that's what I do. He goes, what? He doesn't know anything about Sasquatch, right? It's the first time he's ever seen one, right? So he's probably going, what? And I'm going, like, it's nothing. Like, well, that's what I do. And I did tell him, I said, yeah, I seen that same one about 3 weeks before, about 5 kilometers away. Down by the old gifting area there. Mm-hmm. And first he says, yeah, you can't go up there. And then I go, why? And he goes, oh, there's a huge Sasquatch. He's up there. And he's trying to get past me, right? So I let him go, and I walk back to the parking lot with him, and he's trying to light a cigarette, because he's a nervous wreck, right? And he's shaking like a leaf, so I had to hold the lighter for him. And he says, yeah, I'm waiting for my friends to come with their horses. We're going to go horseback riding, right? And he says, oh, I says, where'd you see it? He goes, well, just up there. And I says, well, show me where. He goes, well, I don't know if I want to go back up there. It wasn't very far. It's a couple hundred feet up the trail. And he says, okay. So we went up there, and he says, yeah, I went down this trail here. He says, you just watch it go down there, and then it was gone. Stepped off the trail or whatever,
Yeah, and I'm thinking about the guy's reaction, eh?
Yeah, he
I
was
mean, you could see he was shaking.
pretty shaky.
Couldn't light his cigarette. He's
Yeah.
like,
Nervous
yeah,
wreck.
and that's exactly.
And here I am telling him,
You know.
that's what I do.
Yeah, hey, yeah, that's what
He's
I
probably
do.
thinking,
yeah.
what? What,
Yeah,
do you, what do you mean, you know?
Well, you're
But,
talking to the right guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you could.
He calmed down
imagine-
after a bit when the people showed up,
Yeah.
the girls showed up with the horses, right?
Yeah.
And then he started getting a little bit better. And then he took them up there and showed them.
Oh yeah, he's
Then
going to be
and
telling.
they're all
yeah.
looking at me like,
Guess-
can we take our horses up here now? I'm thinking, yeah, go ahead, you know.
Yeah,
it
and
should
you've been
be
taking
okay.
him up, without any incidents
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
But you can imagine the guy. To me, that kind of speaks with the guy shaking.
Yeah.
Can't light a cigarette.
Yeah. Making
yeah,
sure I don't go
yeah.
up there, like as if, he doesn't want any other people going
And,
in there.
and that's the reaction of most folks. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they're rattled. They're shaking.
Yeah.
It's
It was
something
good.
that's
It was a good one.
out of that's not something they see every day.
No, I guess.
Not every day.
I should have probably filmed him and talked to him about it, but I don't know
Yeah,
why
well,
I
I mean,
didn't.
yeah,
but
but
at the
it's-
time, it was just those girls
yeah.
showed up the horses.
And then I came along after you
Yeah,
told me
right,
about it.
yeah.
I got a kick out of that.
Yeah.
That was a good.
What's another one there? Oh, the one by me and my buddy were driving in. Remember? And those ones
Oh,
were.
right,
He
yeah,
says, look.
yeah.
He goes, Randy, look. Looks like 4 Sasquatch or 5 around that truck. And I'm going, what? And I'm on the passenger side, and I look over. And we're just slowly putting along, right? And I look over and I go, oh yeah. It's like I can see something moving there, right? It looked like 4 fluffy-looking Sasquatch walking around a truck, right? And then we're thinking, my mind's thinking, what, are they filming a movie or something over there? There's no road over there,
Yeah.
But then later we did find
Yeah,
out.
I know. Later we
Yeah.
did some bushwhacking
Yeah.
and we found that there was a road there.
A driveway
Yeah.
that went for quite a ways, like
and
a
it
quarter
went
mile.
for quite a ways, and then there was
Yeah.
a property that was
Beautiful home there.
I wish we had $1 million. We would have bought it at the time.
Yeah, that was a beautiful
You know,
home.
but,
So somebody must have left a truck on that road,
yeah.
and they just happened to be it was broad daylight.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we didn't,
but I
stop
mean,
and yell
yeah,
or say, hey,
yeah,
or,
yeah.
we just kept on going. I don't know why we didn't. I guess
Well,
it's just the way it happens,
stuff happens
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Maybe
Oh, somebody's.
cut it off. There.
Yeah.
Looks like
Yeah, let's check the battery here now. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Next topic
See the
is
camera over here.
what do you say? Eye shine.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on the mood, their eye color will change. Like they've noticed that at night when they see the glare,
Yeah.
off your flashlight kind of stuff. Where, I mean, if the thing is excited or angry, the eyes are sort of a reddish color.
Yeah.
And when they're a little bit more calm, what are they?
Kind of amber, yellowy,
amber, yellow,
yellowy
yeah.
green kind of. That's what I saw.
So the eye color, depending on their mood, will change.
Yeah, it's true.
And I know my darling wife. She noticed that. She saw a. I won't say where. Well, it's close to.
Where you live?
Yeah. Well, we've got a cottage in the woods.
Yeah.
And there's a big mountain up behind the place, and
It's great there.
there's definite sign there. But anyways, she was on the front step of the cottage, and noticed 2 eye. That's a tree.
Tree creaking.
Tree
It's
creaking.
probably gonna
Creaking
come down.
trees. Yeah, hopefully not. This looks like some primordial forest here.
Jurassic Park?
Yeah, Jurassic Park, yeah. She noticed the eyes that were going up and down, eh? Well, there's something going on down there. There's this,
Like a smack.
yeah, well, I noticed, I don't know. It looked like something was moving, but it was just, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Until you're sure it's nothing. But, so anyway, she noticed, back to the eye shine, she noticed these
Show us
eyes going up, like, let's say about 7 feet above the ground, and then going down. And I'm thinking, well, why would the eyes be going up and down? Because the thing would be bending its knees, looking at her
yeah,
up,
yeah.
down. And then she noticed the eye color change, and from a little bit red, and then it turned its head, so she only saw one eye, and then you could see it walking away with one eye looking at her.
Dark
And,
nighttime?
Yeah, it was night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that kind of Well, it was interesting, you know. But one point that we're trying to make here is depending on the mood, the colors, you know, and you've seen that,
Yeah, we've seen
you
that
know,
happen.
colors change, you know, from red to when they're excited or concerned
Yeah.
to
Normal,
whatever, yellow,
normal kind of
white,
yellowy
you know,
green, yeah.
green, you
Yeah.
know. That's interesting.
Amber, I mean, I guess amber's what
Amber.
I'm looking for. Yeah,
Amber
color.
alert. Yeah, what's the next topic there?
Oh, there's
Okay,
so many.
outside of our, like we said, there's action. There's we live in a forested area also with and there is one night there was coyote activity, and it sounded like the coyotes were fighting. Like you could hear the you know, yeah, you know.
Oh, I
whole
remember you
bunch
told
of-
me this story. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and then you heard this. It was like a whine, but I mean, like it looked like a. It sounded like a
Howl?
a howl, like that,
Oh,
like
that-
you know,
yeah, that
that,
type of-
kind of a tone,
like
like it was crying.
Juvenile or something?
And what it was probably a young squatch, you know, young adolescent, got into a fight with or was attacked by coyotes,
Yeah. a bunch of
and
them, I
and the
guess.
thing got hurt, and it was crying like all the way home.
How long did that last?
It
Half an hour?
lasted like about 20 minutes. You could
Oh,
hear it
20
going
minutes,
further
yeah.
and further and further and further away.
Yeah.
And what was interesting, after that, I bet you the parents came along and cleared those coyotes out of there because, you know, you don't go attacking their kid.
Yeah, it must have
And
been a real young one then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't go hurting their kid because I mean we didn't see coyotes around our property for years. They completely
Yeah.
eliminate the population.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really, I mean, you could hear the, you know, like my wife heard, you know, most of the commotion. She brought me out,
Yeah.
and we both heard the young one,
Doing those
you know,
sounds,
whining, crying, going home, you know, and it sounded like yeah, just
I've heard
you know,
similar stories from other people like
Yeah.
that too, telling me that, yeah, on their properties.
yeah.
Huh.
But that's interesting stuff. Like, you know, main thing is you want your kids safe. You know, you don't want no coyotes chewing them up.
Yeah, especially when they're that young.
Yeah, that's kind of. Well, this is a cool site here. I like this. This looks like
Yeah, I should pan around
you know,
a bit.
yeah,
here.
you know that
See where we are
yeah.
here?
Take a zoom around.
Check out
this area.
those bunch of
looks like
trees up there.
a primordial forest. Look, you know, like looks like something out of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
You know, where they visit the island and they're in that little creek area.
And the creek's all dried up because of our
Creek's all
warm
dried
weather.
Up, but I mean, look out.
We've had, what, a month and a half of, over a month of good
Yeah,
weather.
it's been really dry.
Dry now.
But I like this. This is
Yeah.
pretty cool area. Pan around there and zoom in on all those trees.
Yeah, I'm going to go up there and check that out in a bit, eh?
Yeah.
There's Zoli. A bit of Zoli
Whoa,
there.
hey.
Oh, yeah.
This
So
is
they know
cool.
it's us?
Yeah.
All right.
Just,
All right. I can pan around a bit here while we chat.
munching on this banana is good. What's the next topic? Where they push over trees? Like we've heard that over the years.
Oh, yeah. Many
Well,
times.
you know, I don't know, many times. I don't
Yeah.
know. You know,
Big smack and then the tree comes crashing
yeah.
down.
You hear that crash,
Mm-hmm.
and
Got a few of those recorded somewhere.
yeah, and usually they let you know they're. Well, that's another way they let you know they're around.
Yeah.
And I remember we were out with. We're not going to say their names. Two sisters and their daughter.
Yeah. Oh,
We
yeah.
were taken on a
Yeah,
hike.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, both of us were there, and the two sisters and the daughter. And on that trail, for whatever reason, that was a thing they were doing that year. I remember you were saying like around 4:30.
Yeah. Yeah. Around
You know,
that
or
time.
whatever. Anytime we came around that area,
Around that
they would
time.
always
Yeah.
do a freaking tree would be pushed over, right?
And then that massive boom,
Yeah.
like 2 trains hitting, you know?
But yeah, you were the one that said, yeah.
Yeah, I almost predicted it, remember? I said
Yeah,
they're
I
going to
said
do it
around
around
this time.
4:30, and all of a sudden within about 10 minutes, boom,
Yeah.
they did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
that's right.
That's one of the ways they like.
The 2 girls were scared and the daughter.
Oh
Pretty
yeah, they were
spooky.
kind of.
We left anyways, remember? We said, okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah, like that.
So it was a ways out to get out, too.
Oh yeah, no, we were pretty far in there, and but also I remember we heard, and it sounded like a. I don't know how they would make that noise. It sounded like a train crash, but like a real.
Yeah, I know. Even
But that's out in the middle of the woods.
there's
How do you?
not- I know, yeah.
How do you like a?
Some people say car doors slamming, and we've
Yeah,
all heard
yeah,
that kind of
just-
stuff.
just
And like
kinda-
even Ron Ward would set up around his camp there. They'd hear things getting thrown around, like torn to shreds, and like they're
Yeah.
just destroying the camp. And they go out and look, and everything's fine. So where's the sounds coming from, right?
Yeah.
Spirit world,
I don't know. Right now we've got a tree that's making a
Squeaking,
little bit
yeah.
of squeaking noise if you pick that up. So
Yeah.
that's just that's how that's what's happening there. It's not anything strange or
Yeah.
weird. There's
blowing in
a
the
couple
wind.
of trees rubbing together in the area here. And as soon as the wind blows, it makes the noise there.
There we
Okay,
go. We
well,
got
there you
recorded
go.
that time.
On cue. There
Yeah,
it is.
there you go.
But that's one of the things they like doing is knocking down trees
Yeah.
or pushing them down. You hear a crash and a thump, thud.
All daytime too.
Oh yeah,
all
anytime,
daytime, yeah. Day
And I
and
know
night.
we heard one more down by the
the other lake.
the lake, the lake
yeah,
area.
that's
We were
right.
parked there and sitting there and getting.
I
some,
seen that one come down. Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
it coming down.
Yeah, it was, and
It was pretty big.
yeah, but I mean they let you know they're. And I guess it depends on the personality. I mean, some like
Yeah,
pushing down trees,
yeah.
some like, whooping, some like whistling.
Comes the wind.
Let's see if that thing squeaks again.
Now that I'm filming it, probably
Yeah.
won't, but
Yeah.
you think it would now,
That's
the
cool.
wind.
Point up in the trees. That's a cool scene there. I like that. You got to appreciate the Northwest Forest, though. I mean, this is like even this little ravine thing that we got going here.
Oh, it's squeaking now.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks like a wow, especially with all the fallen trees
Yeah.
and you got to appreciate it for what it is. It's beautiful. Actually, do you see that root over there?
Yeah.
That's a tree. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Okay, another one going now.
Yeah.
They're all starting to squeak
Talking about
around us.
trees squeaking there.
Yeah.
What the?
Talk to the trees. That's another secret. Keep talking to the trees. The root. These ones with the roots all sticking out. Those are all put there. That one's been jammed in there between there. Those ones go across there. Look at that one there. Some more in behind, jammed in the tree behind there. If you look over here, you see some more roots and all. Yeah, look at that, eh? It's a big mess there. More way in the back. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, there's a whole pile here. All over the place, up, down, all around, sideways, you name it. They're all over. Look at them all, eh? All over the place in here. Some roots ripped out down there. Look at all this mess. Look how high up it goes. Yeah. It's busted off there, jammed in there. Underneath those other ones. See, make my way through here. Oh yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's just all over the place. It's massive. Goes up about 20, 30 feet.
Can you remember around the green tanks? There's water tanks. You go up the trail, and right at the top of the hill, there's usually a place where we sat down for rest, because you got up the top of the hill, and then you'd continue from there. But you'd sit down there, all of us, and usually what the rascals would do is throw a stone at the green tank, eh? You know.
Oh, that one,
just,
yeah.
Yeah, just to tell us that.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
You know, they were around, so they'd
It was usually just before dark, too.
yeah. But that
And then,
that let us know they're watching. You know.
then how about those other water tanks, remember?
Yeah.
Up on that high ridge, or high
Right,
up there.
right in behind that area there.
Yeah. Remember
Same thing.
we
You go
were,
up a hill, and then there's other water tanks. I know we were.
What's a big water tank?
Yeah,
We were
we were
banging
pounding.
with sticks,
Yeah, we were
remember?
banging there.
Pounding
They're
on
old
them.
ones.
Yeah,
So
really
we're-
old, yeah.
Yeah, so we were banging on
The
there,
echo.
just well, whatever, just to cause a ruckus or whatever. But
It got them going.
got them going, yeah. So can you remember what happened there?
Yeah, I remember there was whistling and
Yeah,
a couple of whoops, and then he was doing his snoring type sounds.
Yeah.
A couple of them going,
Yeah. So we were
walking around us, remember?
Yeah,
It's almost
I
like-
know we were coming down the hill.
Yeah.
And they were,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. The rascals started taking notice. You know, they
Yeah. It's a good area. It's always good there. There's some structures there right now. I should go back up there and film those
yeah.
when I get a chance.
Well, actually, the structures you did today,
Yeah, those ones are
Are
pretty
gonna
good
be
up
pretty
there.
cool. I
Yeah,
mean,
those
like,
are
I hope,
right up there, yeah.
I hope they come in good, because
Yeah.
that's a lot of additional stuff they piled up against.
Yeah, there's a few
the original
twisted
stuff.
and pushed in and jammed in the ground.
Yeah.
And
And it's pretty obvious what the
Yeah.
that's not something that just sort of fell